Yo, what's up everybody, it's your boy Slim, aka Mr. Different, back with another video. Today's gonna be my top 5 synthesizers, my personal favorite 5. This is just gonna be what I think are the best and what I think I like to use on a daily basis. So, you know, if you have any other suggestions, anything you like as well, put them in the description below. If you feel like you like any of my suggestions, or if you have one that I didn't mention, please leave a comment below. I want to check it out my dang self and see what it's about and use it myself. So this is in no particular order. It's not from worst to best or whatever. It's just my top 5 and pretty much the ones I use on a daily basis. So let's go right into that. So my first plug pick of my top 5 is gonna be Sylenth 1. Sylenth 1 has been one of my favorite synthesizers since the day it came out. I remember back in the day, wow, like a couple years, like 4 or 5 years ago. I forgot how long it is since this plugin came out. This old plugin. But it was really one of my first plugins that I paid for and bought myself, and I love it. I mean, it was my first. I made my first preset banks in it and made money off this plugin. So, you know, I spent money on it and made tons of money afterwards when I make a preset banks for other people and stuff like that. So yeah, I really like this plugin. Like, it's a very dope plugin. As you see, it's a attractive synthesizer. This is version 3.0. You know, it's in its 3rd iteration, so in there to keep advancing on it. It comes with 2 oscillators. You got oscillator 1, oscillator 2, but you have a part A and part B, so you have up to 4 oscillators. You got your attack ADS, your ADSR right here, so your attack, decay, sustain, and release function. You know, you got octave up, octave down. You got your different wave shapes. Let's say very basic shapes, so you got sine, saw, triangle, pulse, all that kind of stuff. You got filters, 3 type of filters, which is really nice. You got a main filter control for all the synthesizers. You have a bunch of, you know, LFOs and modulation. You can modulate stuff and LFO stuff. It comes with lots of effects. I also have miscellaneous as well, so you can kind of route stuff and kind of internally route it. So it's a very powerful interactive synth. Now, this synth, in my opinion, is like, if you want a really good digital sounding synth, this is the one. You can make any sound from trap, R&B, I mean, EDM, whatever. I mean, it has that potential to make great plucks, leads, pads, basses even. It's just a really good synthesizer in my opinion, and it's really affordable. And now they have a payment plan on their website where, you know, you can pay as you go and pay it off. So I'll definitely look at it. And you know, preset banks are out the ass on the YouTubes or on the internet for this VST itself. So it's great. I make preset banks for all time too. So you pick this up, you can get some of my dope preset banks to go along with it. So yeah, that is one right there. Sylenth 1, my number 1 pick, or my number 5, whatever. Moving on to number 4, we have, if it want to open, please. It's gonna take a little bit. Circle 2. Now, Circle 2, I did a review about this about a couple, like 2 years ago, I want to say, when it first came out. They just updated to 2.1. I think it's 2.1 or 2.2, something like that. They just updated, and it's a very powerful synth. It's a very unique synth. It's not your standard typical synth. They have a special type of synthesis. I think it's called vector pulse synthesis. I don't know. It's got some weird synthesis that they made up themselves, where it takes 2 sine waves and they shape them, and you can shape them vertically or horizontally to make a sound, which is kind of weird. But it's their own synthesis engine in there. But it does have its regular old, you know, wave table. It has a wave table and it has a regular subtractive synth bit to it. But this synth is like super powerful, super creative, super different, and you can make some really nice sounds with it. It has everything. You have up to 4 oscillators, so that's 4 oscillators right there, which is really dope. Like I said, you go from analog, you can do wave table stuff, so you can actually, you know, pick different wave shapes, and you can morph between them, which is really dope. And you can also, they also come with a free wave shape builder where you can make your own wave tables to put in here as well. So you can import old wave tables or other wave tables and make your own in here. So the possibilities right there, endless with that. You have a mixer, you have crazy filters, you have like all these effects. You have a mouth filter, which is great for, you know, that dubstep type stuff, distortions, overdrive, parameter EQs, ring modulation, stuff like that. You have a dual filter, so you have 2 different filters and different serials going crazy sound right there, which is really dope. You have your envelopes, you have LFO, you also have a sequencer built into it, so that's amazing. You have noise, you have feedback, your output, and then down here you go to edit, and you got effects. You got all kind of effects from echoes to reverbs, delays, ping pong chorus, distortions. And you usually have like keyboard splitting and stuff like that. It's just a very powerful stuff. And then the presets with it that come with it are amazing, like, and they're all nicely categorized. You can make your own, of course. It's just an overall great VST, in my opinion, is definitely worth the money. I'm actually gonna do a rewind video. I've got a new series come on, taking a look at older VSTs, and this is gonna be the first one I look at, so you guys can check it out there and get the full lowdown of it. But yeah, Circle 2 by FAW, Future Audio Works. We got Workspace or Workstation, got name. But yeah, definitely want to look at, check it out. It's very dope. And like I said, the new update makes it more efficient and just sound a lot better. All right, my next favorite is, of course, y'all already know, number 3 is gonna be Serum, Expert Serum. Serum is like, if you don't know what Serum is at this point, I don't know, you sleep on the rock. It's like one of the most popularist, I guess, VSTs for EDM at the moment. Cause I mean, you can do crazy growls, all that kind of stuff. You can do this FM, it's got just great stuff, the FM engine, all that in it. It's a wavetable synth, probably the cleanest, most CPU intensive digital synth out there on the market. It's definitely super powerful. I mean, you can do crazy easy subtractive synthesis stuff. Excuse me. You can do amazing wavetable stuff with this. It's just great. You know, you get your 2 LFOs. So you got oscillator 1, oscillator 2. You got your LFO section. You have up to 4, but I think they have actually up to 8 of them. So you have 8 LFOs. You got your envelope. You got your filters, and it has everything from mode style filters all the way to regular filters to these crazy flange filters and cone filters and these reverb filters and formant filters, band reject. I mean, they got a bunch of crazy filters that, you know, Steve do to really do his thing. You have a sub oscillator, so that's good. You can, you know, make purely sub stuff. Noise, of course. You got modulation. Then you got your effects, of course. Some of the best effects in a VST, in my opinion. You know, the distortion, the chord. I love the compressor, especially the OTT compressor they put in there, which is dope. You just hit multi-band. Now it's the OTT compressor, which is one of my favorite compressors out there, which I have a video that comes soon. And you got the cool matrix where you can route anything you want anywhere and just have a great time with this. So Serum is definitely like one. If you don't, like I said, if you don't own Serum, you need to get it. It's dope. I love it. I make preset mates for it. It's a great synth, and you can do everything from EDM to hip hop to rap, trap, whatever you need. Serum can provide that sound. If you're looking for some nice type of digital sounding synth sounds, it's really dope, and it's one of my favorite wavetable synth. The only effect is it's very CPU intensive, in my opinion. So need a pretty good computer if you're gonna have a whole bunch of these running. All right, next up is gonna be one from Tone 2, which is Icarus. It's a wavetable synth, kind of like Serum. In my opinion, I feel like this is an easier wavetable synth. This Serum, I think Serum is a little bit more advanced. This one is a little bit more user-friendly, easy to get into, in my opinion. But I like the thing that this has. It has a few things that Serum doesn't have that I wish Serum would get, but it does better, you know, because Tone 2 makes some great stuff, especially with Electric X, which is a dope one as well. It didn't mention in this, but Electric X is also a dope VST. But this one is very dope. You got up to 3 oscillators, which is really good. You know, Serum has 2, this one has 3, so 1 up on that. You got all your parameters right here, from your detuning, your wave table shape. You can click here and go to all your wave tables. In my opinion, you know, it has great wave tables. You can also make your own. Then they got different type of like unison modes in there, which is, you know, unique. And then you also pick your type of I guess wave table shaping, so you can shape it in different ways. So that's easy right there. It's pretty cool. You got your LFO, your envelope, your matrix, of course, effects, filters. They got some dope filters, EQ compressors. The effects are, in my opinion, there's a lot more effects in here and a lot more variety, so you can do a lot more. I think Serum is limited in that. Serum effects do sound really great, but this has more variety and more choices for effects, and I really do like that in this plugin itself, because they just keep on bringing in new stuff. Also, the arpeggiator in this is amazing. It's not the same one as an Electric X. It's a little bit different, but it does the job amazingly, beautifully. It sounds great, and you can get some crazy ARP sounds. Overall, this is a very good synthesizer. It does have that Tone 2 type of sound to it, so if you're used to that Tone 2 sound, it's got that as well, but still a dope VST. Definitely want to look at, if you want to get Serum, I highly suggest, if you want a wavetable shim, you don't want Serum, this one you might like a bit. It's more, in my opinion, more urban type stuff, but you can still do the EDM and all that, of course, because like I said, anything can be used for anything. But yeah, Icarus is definitely a good one. And then last but not least, everybody's favorite giant in the game, Omnisphere. Yes, Omnisphere is also a synthesizer is not just a sampler. If you go to part A and part B, you have synthesis controls. You can actually make your own synth sounds, and it is very powerful and it's very unique. As you see, it has your basic stuff. We have LFOs, you have your envelope, you have, you know, source target, you have the different filters, the shape of the hardness. You go from analog to your phase, your amp, basic synthesizer stuff. And then you click in here, you got different shapes. So you have classic waveforms from pulse, you know, the sawtooth to that. Thing I like about this, it actually has analog style synths as well. Like, so you got the Juno stuff, the Jupiter, you got even the Moog and the Poly Moog, the Odyssey, the Prophet, I mean the SH101. I mean, you have the Virus TI. So I mean, you have analog style wave shapes as well. So you want to get like a more analog sound to your stuff, you can do that. But also you can actually add in different samples, and you can go through and pick different samples to blend with your wave shape or your synthesis. So you can get like some crazy, you can have like a choir mixed with a sawtooth to get this weird sound. You can do just crazy synthesis stuff. And it also has a granular synthesis mode. And if I go to, I think it's in, if I'm not mistaken, the granular synth is somewhere. I can't remember where it's exactly at, but it also has a granular synthesis module in here as well. It's somewhere around here. I have to figure it out again because I ain't used it in a while. But yeah, you can make some crazy synth sounds within Omnisphere too. And I think it's you know, not a lot of people look at the synthesis part of Omnisphere. They look at I'm just gonna go through, get the presets, the pianos, the keys, the choirs, and all that. But you can actually make your own sounds in Omnisphere, and you have a fully functioning, powerful synth, and it's amazing. It's really dope. I think the people who created Omnisphere, the guy who created Omnisphere, also made the Roland, I forgot it's called, the Roland D50, I think it's called, the D50 or D50, something like that. Yeah, it's basically the same engine where you can take samples and sine waves and stuff like that and blend them together to make sound. So yes, it's basically the same concept there. So yeah, Omnisphere, very dope, very advanced, very powerful, very big VST. We all know it's 50 gigs. And on top of that, with Keyscape, it's like 80 more gigs. So yeah, have some hard drive, guys. But yeah, Omnisphere, dope. So yeah, man, burp, I'm just ate some food, man. But anyway, yeah, that is my top 5 synthesizers of right now. You know, it might change because I said 2018 is a brand new year, so there could be a lot more coming down the pipeline that might be even doper than these. And if so, I will be making a part 2 video, and maybe some of these might stay up there, some might get knocked down. We have to see. But if you guys like this, let me guys know if you like these suggestions. If you, what are your favorite synths? I want to know. Leave in the comment below what synthesizers you guys use on a daily basis, even if it's stock or default. Let your boy know. I want to check out some of the stuff, even if it's some synths I never heard of. Leave them in the comments below so I can check them out myself, because y'all know who it is. It's your boy Slim, aka Mr. Different. Not motivated by the money, but the like, comment, subscribe, and views. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy like always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, everybody.